Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and welcome to your love read for the second half of October 2022. Let's dive in and take a look at what wants to come out for you, all right? So this is going to be you and that other person, you and who, okay? Whether it's friend, family member, boyfriend, girlfriend, person of interest, or even one side of a situation. And it could even be for singles, couples, or those who have yet to meet someone. You might find something that resonates on one side versus the other. Feel free to reverse sides as you see fit, all right? Okay, let's take a look and see what's coming for you here. We've got that new moon that's taking place in Scorpio, which really focuses in on, and that's going to be happening on the 25th of the month, and that's going to focus in on no more superficial stuff. You want something that's a little bit more that you can put your teeth into in terms of a relationship or a situation. You know, it's really about like the superficial is not going to work. You know, it's got to be something that's a little bit more meaningful. Okay. And that's what I'm getting with this Scorpio new moon. Okay. So keep that in mind. Let's take a look at what's coming out. Okay. I did get something when I was shuffling because I have like 4 different decks I'm going to be using, but when I was shuffling, and I got a little owie on here, guys, so I just didn't want it to hurt myself when I shuffle cards, so I have a Band-Aid on it. So what I was getting for you is you've been doing a lot of work, okay, Sag? You've been doing tons of work and spiritual work, like personal development. And I feel that you are in the process, you're still in that process of kind of like testing it out in the inner world and the outer worlds, and it's kind of going that way. So don't get don't lose patience with if you're not really if others aren't seeing a change, or you're not really really getting down to like the bottom line of a situation, or experiencing something that is kind of hit some sort of a pinnacle point. This is saying is that what you're doing and where you're at right now is absolutely perfect, and spirit, source, whatever that is for you, sees the changes that you're making, and they're so proud of you right now. And I just want you to know that, because it was something that was coming through in your read in terms of the energy. So I had to share that with you here. So don't lose faith. It's only a matter of time where you're going to be mirrored back that you are experiencing. And I just get the chills by even saying that. You're going to, it's only just a matter of time before something's going to be mirrored right back at you. Okay. And in your relationships, and it happens to be showing up in your love read. So there you go. So it's just a matter of time before whatever it is that you've been doing in terms of your personal development, that's going to be mirrored right back to you, even though others might not recognize it quite yet, right? So just know that they're so proud of you. And with that, let's dive into your read and see how that's going to affect your love relationships, at least within the next 2 weeks, right? So yeah, I mean, it's beautiful, guys, really, really beautiful. Okay, so just know that the spirit and your, everyone and your ancestors see some of the biggest changes that you're making. Okay. So, let's take a look what's coming up for Sagittarius. Where are you at right now, Sag? What do we got? I'm not surprised. You're in gratitude and luxury in terms of where you're at. I'm going to pull a few cards and then, focus on everything being straight up. Okay. There you are. You got your read right now. Oh, you've got a lot of profound changes. Yeah, this is really beautiful. Okay, so give me 3 more cards. A lot of major arcana, guys, coming through here. Whoa. Wow. Unbelievable. Jeez. A lot of powerful players here too. Let's take a look at here. Knight of Rods. This is about passionately moving forward. This is your underlying energy. Passionately moving forward on what it is that you want, and moving in that direction. Having confidence, excitement for the adventure. Very, very passionate, for sure. Okay. Now this could be you taking on this energy and moving that way in terms of whatever that is for you. So, let's take a look at what is coming out. So what we have for you right now is the Nine of Pentacles, and the nines are coming to fruition, being in deep gratitude and in luxury, in terms of where you're at right now, living, just being very thankful for everything that you have at this moment. You're very independent. This is like an independent card, very strong. So this is what I'm getting. And this being a 9 card tells me that this is part of your journey, was to get to this point, right? Or to feel at this point. What's crossing you, Sag, is I get the Knight of Cups. Now this Knight's been showing, well, excuse me, the King of Cups. Excuse me, not a knight, a king, all right? And this is having authority over your emotions, okay? So this is beautiful. This could be you taking on this energy, which is crossing you. But this card, this king has been showing up. This King of Cups has been showing up in your read for quite some time. Now, for some of you, it is that, getting more balanced and an authority over your emotions. And it's affecting, you're really kind of drilling down into that right now. Or you could have someone around you, okay? Give me a card on you here. Anything further in terms of where you're at right now in this 9 of Pentacles here? Anything further? Wow, something's changing. Karmic cycle. This is about like now you're being put on you're co-creating with the universe, and now there is a new shift in energy that's taking place. Okay, so if you felt unbalanced before, well, this is about getting balance within, and this is the Wheel of Fortune, which puts you on your destiny. So I really feel that there is a new shift of energy in you. And it could be that which has put you in authority over your emotions, or there's a new cycle perhaps with someone around you, someone new that you might have yet to meet. But this King of Cups has been showing up for quite some time. But there's a shift of some beautiful energy within you. And it's major, right? And I think that there's a shift of energy, and at the bottom of the deck is justice. This could be in some sort of legal situation that you get some sort of justice that puts you in a better financial position. It could also be, just being fair and balanced. Libra energies coming through. 11th house, which is more about global awareness, being more aware of how your balancing of your emotions affects those around you. But this is what I get. I'm going to pull a few more cards because I'm just curious of anything else that might want to shine through here. Anything more about where you're at right now? Parenting. Wow. This is a 63 card, reducing again to a 9, which tells me it's coming to fruition. This is being very confident and expressing confidence, right? This is power of your throat chakra and your solar plexus chakra. So communication of confidence in terms of parenting. Now, this could be that you are, maybe that you're a parent as well, and this could be focusing in on that, or it could be the parenting that you received. There is some sort of communication that's brought you a lot more confidence to be able to move forward, and something's coming to fruition that brings in balance for you. This, I get a timeout. So I think you've taken a time out, kind of reflecting on the parenting that you have received, perhaps as a child growing up, if you're not a parent. And this is actually taking a look at that and being able to connect with source and have more confidence in moving forward. And it might have to do with the balancing of emotions here, guys, okay? Again, it might have to do with, but there is something that you have done for the better because there's a shift that is taking place. And I think with this Wheel of Fortune, it goes up and down, but it's a 10 card. Something's come to fruition, all right, that has helped you in some sort of way, all right? So let's take a look at what that might be for you, Sag. What is this for you before we move forward? Surrendering to passion. Wow. This wants you to get out of your head and focus on the passion that you have available for you here. Guys, it's really beautiful. It's about an opportunity for to ignite the passion within you and to let it flow, okay? Yeah, like surrender to receiving love and getting the support of love that's coming through you as well. So I feel that, yeah, this is about focus on activities, your creativity, and people that just ignite you. And I think that's why, coming right out at the bottom of the deck was the Knight of Wands. Was it the Knight or the Page? It was one or the other. But bottom line, it's all about passion moving forward. I think it was the Knight. Passion moving forward. So that's what I'm getting. Now, what it is that you need to focus in on is you need to take a look at the emotions and the disappointments you had in the past so you can use these 2 cups wisely. So this is looking at the obstacles in terms of your emotions, in terms of a connection, or in terms of your love life. reflecting on it and taking that wisdom with you and putting it in your back pocket as you passionately move forward, okay? Now, that doesn't happen in just a snap of a finger or a wave of a wand, but in your own time, this is saying don't just focus so much on what didn't work, because there's the possibilities that are behind you, and you don't want to negate this opportunity that's before you, okay? So it's what you need to focus in on. And anything else that we get for you here. Okay, let's take a look. What do we get for you here? What do we get? Boundaries. Having healthier boundaries, guys. And this is creating a better life for yourself, creating time for yourself with Source, but also creating, healthier boundaries in terms of your relationships. All right. So maybe before that, you understand that maybe some sort of disappointment took place because you had boundaries that, maybe didn't have any, okay, is what I'm thinking. Or maybe had very loose boundaries over something. So this is about, being able to create healthier boundaries within a situation or within your relationships and your love life specifically, okay? All right, Sag, anything else? Meditation and mindfulness. So it's coming through as it pertains to ego. So if you feel that the ego is coming up a little bit further, where you get maybe demanding or anything of the sort, a lot of us can get that way. And sometimes we got to check in with ourselves and then go through, get into the now, into meditation, and get it into a pause for a moment to calm the inner, so the outer calms as well. All right. So something about maybe that you've included meditation and mindfulness to help control the ego, maybe within your situation. And that could very much well be the case. Okay. Anything else that may want to come through for you? Let's take a look. What do we get? What do we get? Now, maybe in the past that maybe that you have, something that you maybe felt unsafe in terms of relationships and always kind of had to protect yourself, but you've made some changes in your life through this personal development that I talked about at the very beginning that you've been doing, and you've been testing it out. And what I feel is now you're more aware, and you are protected, and that you create greater safety around you by healthier boundaries. Now, if you guys need help with that, I've got a boundary course. Check it in the link in the description box below. You might want to set up a discovery session with me, okay? But this is what is coming through. It's very important, especially for those who've experienced any sort of trauma, anything of the sort coming through, CPTSD, or PTSD, it could even be that as well. But this is what is coming through here. It is saying boundaries are really, really important, and that your spirit, your connection with spirit and Source for you is very powerful for you. All right. Now, what you came from was the Queen of Rods, and you're springboarding into the read from that. And this is beautiful because this is your energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is focused on rejuvenation, exuberance, and vibrance. And this is what you're springboarding into, this particular second half of the month with. And there's no better queen to do that than her. I'm going to tell you. Okay. So this is coming through, and it's very positive vibes. It's just beautiful. Okay. Now, what we have in your strength position is that keen sense of perception that you have. Like nothing's going to go past you. Like even though you're exuberant and vibrant, you're also carrying on this Queen of Swords energy in terms of your love life. You want to cut out what doesn't work for you and move forward and, pursue what is working for you. And this again is about, creating those healthy boundaries, using the sword when you need to, but then also keeping your eye on the prize that you want love around you, right? So this is in your strength position, being able to decipher and go back and forth between both. And I'm so excited for you. So this is really a powerful, personal development there. Anything else? Page of Swords. So this is being very curious and energetic as you move forward. Like you're curious and energetic, but again, you've got the mind of reasoning there, that reasoning of the sword. You could be getting a message from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or it's in your strength position, or you could be delivering that message, or you might even have that in your chart. But it doesn't matter the signs so much, it's just the energy that trumps it all. So I want you to keep that in mind. Anything else? Yeah, Lovers card and Gemini energy. So maybe you are hearing a message, perhaps from a Gemini about love. And your strength position is love. It's about birthing something new. You're never short of love, Sag. That's for sure in your reads. So I really get that there's an opportunity to birth something new with someone, an opportunity to come together, and and you've had some self-improvement. Now there also could be a new work routine, new situation, new creativity that's coming into play as well. Anything else on the Lovers card in your strength position? This is deception. This is having faith that there's not going to be any deception, and then being able to watch for that, right? Watch for the red flags in that process, that you're not deceiving yourself in a relationship. This is a Seven of Swords. 7 is a house of partnerships, one-on-one connections and alliances. It can also indicate, legal situations, but I feel that this is about not one-upping another person or not, there's no room for competition in a relationship. But I feel that this is about watching for any deceit. And maybe you have a good reason to, but this is what I'm getting. Anything else that wants to come out for you here? Let's take a look in your strength position for Sagittarius, second half of October. Teaching and learning. Wow, this could be teaching and learning of spiritual things in terms of matters of the heart, because the green is the heart chakra, and this is reduces to an 11, and the 11 is a master number, and the 11th house has to do with all about like your global awareness, bigger than you, like it has to do with humanitarian efforts. So this could be, maybe you're getting involved in teaching and learning somehow on a humanitarian level, creating a better place in the world, and maybe having been a part of that. And maybe you're coming together and creating that with someone, or you're creating a better world. Because the next card that I get is the Hermit card, and the Hermit card is all about Virgo energy, going within with some introspection. And it's shining the light. You can see the bigger picture, but you also put yourself on a higher ground that others have to step up to see. They have to effort up to meet you, right? So that just shows you that someone's wanting to put the effort into something. It's like, hey, here I am. I've got the light, but I'm at higher ground. And so it takes a little effort to get to you. So this, in terms of partners with others, it is about, knowing what it is that you want and being a lot more clear about it as you do the work within. That personal development I talked about at the beginning, but then allowing others to effort up and to, kind of show who they are when they come towards you, right? And then you've got that keen sense of perception to make good choices in your love life. This is what I'm getting, guys. This is beautiful, okay? Anything else in your near future that may want to reveal itself coming through? Let's take a look. Check in with yourself and make sure that what is coming out here is that don't tell another person how they should feel. Always check in with yourself. All right. Something's coming out regarding that, but I think that's you're checking yourself here by going within in the Hermit energy. Like, it's not about saying how someone else may feel. The question comes up is, are you telling your partner how they should feel? So that's either going to be a yes or no with maybe some of you here, but let's take a look a little bit further, because the cards want to talk. When they get like this, they want to talk. Anything else for the near future for Sag? Putting an end to something, okay? Scorpionic energy. And it could be in terms of an old way for partnerships. Like you're being a lot more stronger. I get Magician energy in the bottom of the deck, Gemini energy, Virgo energy as well. But I do get that you're putting an end to something, okay? I get the Death card, so something new can bloom in terms of partnerships. So this is an old way. This is a 13 card reducing to a 4. So this putting an end brings in stability and a beautiful opportunity to bloom love. And then the next card that I get is partnerships, right? Attraction between you and another person. They could have water in their chart, as well as perhaps air, too. And then I also get the strength card, Leo energy. So being able to balance out the change that you made, having better boundaries, the light and the dark side of you, being strong, but also, it's kind of like being the lion and the lamb at the same, and knowing when to use that, right? And being strong in that, and that's that balance that you're bringing in. So you're bringing in balance in your partnerships, and you're putting an end to an old way of being and doing in love. There's partnership and attraction coming through here. Give me anything more that wants to come through in your near future. What do we get? You're surrendering to your soul's path, guys. Your creativity. It's kind of like, for some of you, it's a new opportunity in moving forward. It could be with someone as well. Maybe you meet someone, but I do get embrace every lesson and learn every in every moment, because it wants you to surrender to your soul's path. Some of you involves teaching and learning. Okay, it could be within to make the world a better place is what I'm getting. And what it is, your suggested approach is focus on your wealth, focus on coming together perhaps with someone else to build this. It could be having to do with your marriage, it could be marriage, or it could be building a legacy. Okay, this is your suggested approach. What you need to know is the Chariot energy. Okay, and the Chariot, there's a lot of major arcanas coming through out of your read, guys. It's going to be a powerful 2 weeks. This is about having faith and moving forward. Okay, so it's about passionately moving forward with this Chariot energy, and it is a 7 card, which is House of Partnerships. So just balancing things out, the dark and the light side of you, in terms of moving forward and having faith that you're going to be able to get, this is what you want. Like, again, when I talked about that new moon in Scorpio on the 25th, that's, something that's a little bit more grounded in terms of a relationship, and like not superficial stuff. Okay, it's something that's grounded. And what you need to know, in terms of your hopes, is the World card, like the hopes and fears. And this is about some sort of completion and a wreath of success, like out with the old and in with the new is what I'm getting. And then seeing the world through a different lens. You see things differently because something shifted within the inside and it changed your outer. Okay. And so there's a sense of completion, but it's a successful completion. All right. And you have better control and discipline over how you move forward in your love life. Okay. Now that passion in you is super strong, but now you add that with that perceptiveness that you now have with that Queen of Swords in your strength position. Guys, this is really powerful for you. This is healthier relationships. This is really good, love, a love life moving forward. Okay. So it's very, very beautiful. Okay. I do want to pull a map card before I go to the other person on the other side. Really quick for you. What do we get? Follow the leader. Yeah. Following your soul's path. Following the soul's path. And it's a 40 card reducing to a 4 that has to do with your private life, subconscious beliefs, unconscious patterns. It's now you're taking the lead. And who's the leader? The King of Pentacles. Okay. King of Pentacles, more disciplined and controlling in terms of following the path towards love to make it bloom. You might be on the path with someone else. Let's pull a card for this other person on the other side. Okay. What do we get? You could be dealing with the Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or someone that is very grounded, Mother Earth energy. And this is about making good progress and discovering something about that person. And then I get the Page of Rods, which is you could be getting a message from a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. And this is wanting something new to grow. The Page of Rods is all about an enthusiastic discovery. So they've discovered something about and made some sort of progress in that connection. Now, you could be connected with this person because it's fire energy, but you might be out of the picture, okay? It could be, because this is showing on this person's side. They've made some sort of discovery about the connection, okay? And what is it that they've discovered here? Let's take a look at what might come through. Their desire to control people. Either you or the other person. There's been an understanding that over controlling can definitely sabotage a relationship. Okay. And that's what's coming through here. Okay. And this is like, kind of back off, regroup, and figure out, and be able to give the situation some breathing room, and hence progress is being made. Okay. See, in the past, this person maybe felt a little bit more belittled and criticized. maybe by you, perhaps, or another person around them. But this is a lesson that they've learned, and they understand that it was low self-esteem and not the, they learned that it wasn't their issue, but it could be that others that are around them, and that those of low self-esteem were the ones that were doing the criticizing, and they're not to always be the blame for that. They learned that it wasn't their issue, but the low self-esteem of those criticizing them. Okay. So there's lessons to be learned, and that's how we learn in relationships. Okay. And what it is that they need to focus in on, having authority over their intellect and over their mind. This is what it is, being wise and making good decisions. Remember I mentioned an air energy coming through here? I get air. You got air, because you got air, fire and earth, okay? And you even got water here as well. But yeah, this is about having control, better control over the mind to make better investments in love. And that's what it is that they need to focus in on. And that shows up in House of Partnerships. It's a 7 card. So they're only going to cultivate relationships that bring positive investment back into their life. And on their strength position, I get the 10 of Cups. Go figure, guys. Wow. The 10 of Cups, bliss, coming together with someone. Wow. Okay. And in their, especially after some sort of heartbreak. Okay. There's been some sort of heartbreak in a situation is what I get. And then now there's an opportunity as a message. They might be delivering a message to you, maybe that there's been heartbreak with you and this other person, but there's some sort of message coming through, a young message, could be young, okay? They're coming right at you. There's that Knight of Rods we saw at the beginning, guys, the underlying energy. Here it comes. It was your underlying energy, and it's the last card that they get, and it's in their near future. So I think they might be coming forth, or with some sort of message. You or this other person, but they're focused on bliss is what I'm getting. And they see you as the Empress in their strength position, being very strong. We're going to take this to an extended, guys, to find out what they haven't told you, what they want most, and what their next steps will be if it is this here, right? And then what the timing involved with that would look like, what you want most, what you haven't told them as well. And then, of course, what you hope the next steps would be. And then we'll find out potential outcome, oracle advice, and also how they feel about you. So if you're interested, guys, click the link in the description box below. We're going to go deep, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.